Growing up, I was obsessed with one mobile game, and that's Fallout Shelter. I played it for so many hours, I had so many vaults, but today we take on Fallout Shelter's Platinum Trophy. 35 trophies are up for grabs, let's go. My first 3 trophies relate to resources which are vital to keeping dwellers alive. I merged 3 food rooms unlocking Dine and Dash, then 3 power rooms, and finally 3 water rooms. For collecting 1000 caps, I popped mattress stuffer. I ended up upgrading my vault too fast, so I decided to start a new vault as everything was going pear-shaped. So goodbye vault 1, 2, 3, and hello vault 3, 4, 5. With my new vault, I took things nice and slow as it's so easy for things to get chaotic. After a while, I popped another trophy for leveling up a dweller from level 1 to 10. When you are in need of resources, you can rush rooms so that you can get the resource faster. For rushing 50 rooms, I unlocked hard work is happy work. I wanted to add a huge medbay to my vault. After I finished my masterpiece, Heyitskitkatx was mine. That was for building 25 rooms. I had earned quite a lot of dough or caps in Fallout Shelter's case, so I eventually collected 10,000 caps, earning a vault for my vault. Higher and higher was mine for reaching level 25 with a dweller, and my game also decided to glitch. Lovely. A big part of Fallout Shelter is quests. You send some dwellers out and you find weapons, outfits, and sometimes, if you're lucky, a cheeky lunchbox. While on a quest, I popped "You're fired" for killing 10 quest bosses. I also completed 10 quests, unlocking another trophy, and I hate saying quests, it always sounds dead weird. In Fallout Shelter, you constantly need people so they can go to the scary wasteland or they can work in the diner scoffing Jaffa cakes. You basically always need dwellers for something, and people don't just appear out of thin air. Well, some do, but most of them you have to create. For making 25 Bambinos prepared for the future was mine. And this takes me back to when I was a child and I used to play Fallout. I'd keep in my notes like who was with who. So I'd be like Mary and John are together, Brandon and whoever. Whereas when I played it this time, I was like, you know, have at it, I don't mind. Whoever fancies each other. Just make Bambinos. How times change. Back on the quest, I killed 500 enemies, popping a trophy. For crafting 10 outfits, I also got a trophy. You get a trophy for collecting all fragments of a theme recipe. I was impatient, so I skipped it. Totally worth it for a trophy. I finally finished 30 quests, and these quests, I still hate the word quests. These quests were getting a bit stale, but still many more to go, yippee. Weaponsmith was also mine for crafting 10 weapons. You can upgrade rooms in Fallout. For upgrading 20 rooms to level 3, a better future underground popped. My vault was getting pretty big. I needed another diner to feed all my hungry campers. I was promoted to Vault Tech Engineer for building 50 rooms, nice. For chatting people up on the quest, I popped Smooth Talker. I also got another trophy for collecting these bad boys. Finally, my theme was complete, meaning I had now crafted a weapon, an outfit, and theme unlocking more than handy. I got Decorator for collecting all fragments of 4 theme recipes. I was so over quests in Fallout, but somehow I completed 6 step popping a trophy. There's a trophy for scrapping items. I thought this meant sell for some reason. When I finally clicked on, I actually started scrapping items. RIP to all the weapons I sold for nothing. And I unlocked Scraptastic finally. There was another trophy that I also failed miserably at. I had to change the appearance of 10 dwellers in the barber shop. I was changing the hair of one dweller many times. Like, that's not going to work, Kater. But finally, I read the trophy description and got the trophy. I built one of every room type, unlocking Home Sweet Home. I had a nice surprise when I opened Fallout Shelter. On this mystery day, I was greeted with a silver trophy, and that was for a dweller reaching level 50. I finally completed 100 quests, popping Legend of the Wastes. My impatience strikes again. I skipped crafting this theme, unlocking interior designer. There were 2 trophies that I was dreading, and that was to collect 20 legendary weapons and 20 legendary outfits. You get legendary things from crafting or looting from quests, but it takes time. Eventually though, I got them, so legendary weapons and legendary outfits. There was a trophy that I didn't think would take that long, and that was to complete 100 objectives. Up to this point, I completed loads of objectives. Randomly, after dealing with this incident, overachieved much was here. I've never been so relieved in all of my life to see a trophy, honestly. The final trophy I needed was to stop 5th Debt Raider attacks. Because my vault was huge and full of dwellers, I would very rarely get raider attacks. So I had to destroy most of my rooms, kicked out lots of dwellers, and just sat there praying for raiders to come and attack. Like, come on, my vault's here. I think I've seen like 5 attacks before this finally happened. Get off my lawn and the platinum. That was Fallout Shelter, and what a journey. I feel like I have definitely made my childhood self proud. It was nice seeing how big your vault can actually get. As my vaults when I was a child were small, I would constantly restart after disasters happened, so I never really got far into the game. I'm glad I went for Fallout Shelter's Platinum Trophy, as I got to experience every part of the game again. Yes, at times it got extremely tedious and boring, and by the end I was really over Fallout, but that's okay, as I have Fallout Shelter's Platinum Trophy that's also called Platinum Trophy. Thanks for watching. Until the next Platinum, goodbye.